What's going on, everybody, man? All praise to the Most High, man. Peace and blessings, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Pardon me. I love y'all guys, man. I know you gotta stay healthy, man. Y'all see? Healthy gang, man. Gotta stay in shape. All praise to the Most High. Peace and blessings. I love all you guys, man. Scrap, stay woke. Close your eyes as a blue. Open your eyes as a red. Keep your mind on your money. And always keep a swivel head, man. I'm back at your service once again, man. Let's get it right, man. I love all you guys, man. That's already first and foremost, man. All praise to the Most High. Let me turn the AC on. Let's get a little hot up in here. About to be hot in here. Shit about to get real. Alright. Sorry, y'all. All praise to the Most High, yo. Without the Most High, I won't be able to make these videos, and y'all won't be able to watch them. Today, I want to talk about how a lot of us black people, how we fail due lack of knowledge, and I want to talk about the amendment, the right to bear arms. That's what it's going to be. That's what the topic is going to be on today. We got a right to bear arms. That's in the amendment. You understand? We all have a right to bear arms, right? So what I want to say is this: is that a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, in the black community, and like I said, this is what I don't really understand. This is why I want to get across to a lot of people. Like, I have all kind of friends, like Indian, white, black, Chinese, Ecuadorian, whatever country, Cuban, you understand, Italian. I like every race. A lot of people, you understand, be trying to mess up how things is worded. You understand? As far as like the race card, like that race card is over. Like, I don't even care about that. I like white, black, Chinese. I don't care what race you are. Purple, green, blue, rainbow, whatever color you are, man. I fucks with you, man. So let's get that clear before a lot of people, oh, yo, was throwing the race card out. This is for y'all idiots, man. You could be anywhere in the world, man, but you're here with me, man. I'll take a bite of the apple for that one, man. But what I want to talk about in the black community as far as the right to bear arms is that a lot of African Americans, we don't study like far as the amendments. We don't know our rights. A lot of us don't know our rights because we wasn't taught that. Most of the time, well, our so-called rights. Let me say that because I know a lot of people want to get political. Well, our so-called rights, you understand, that they gave us. You understand? And only time most brothers in my community, or most brothers who look like most of us, we don't learn our rights until we're incarcerated. And that's bad. And another thing is too is that most of the time, in order to get any kind of firearm or get a pistol permit, you can't have no felonies at all. So what I want to get across to y'all is that most of the time when we young, you understand, from the ages, I believe 15 to 24, if I'm not mistaken, we get our first felony in the black community. Between 14 and 25, I believe, or 15 to 24. Whatever age it is, but I know it's similar to them ages. Now you gotta understand how basically this is like orchestrated for us to fall down that path, right? So between them ages, most of us don't have our dad. 83% of single mothers, right? Most of us don't have our dads, right? So now when we don't got our dads, what happens? My mother's working. After a certain period of time, your mother can't really, she can tell you what to do, but you're not really gonna listen. You angry, you mad. So now you just running wild in the street. And then you got most of these old washed up motherfuckers. They're not telling you, you understand, listen, I made a mistake. Don't follow me. They give you the guns and shit. understand? They telling you to hold this gun because, oh, you look young, the cops ain't gonna stop you. Then when you get stopped, you got your first felony. Or even in gangs, when you young, you don't got no father. You understand? You join gangs. Most of the time, you want to be in a gang, you want to be down. You don't like this one, you don't like that one. So between them ages, we already fuck up our life to bear arms. So that amendment is already scratched off. And you know they came over laws. So now your right to bear arms is gone at the age of 15. But if you teach your kids this shit young, now they 10 steps out of everybody. Now they know. And then now when you know that if you get a felony at a young age, you done, you start moving a different way. But there's no dads in the home because the women push them out. You understand? This is why it's early pregnancy. Because the women push the dads out. It's sad, y'all. And what I want to tell y'all this is that this is for the guys who have kids. I have kids. I got a son and a daughter. I got kids. You understand? So what I'm telling y'all this is that because I've been through a lot of things, you understand, in life, and all through the grace of the Most High, I slipped through the cracks that a lot of people didn't. As far as where I came up from coming from the South Bronx, most of us have felonies, and most of us, you understand, did hard time. Especially a lot of people who I grew up in. I could name 20 people who, you understand, who got felonies who I grew up with, and a lot of people, I didn't visit tons of people who was incarcerated, you understand, at a young age. You understand? But if most of them people, and I'm not saying that it's true, but people still have both parents and still do the wrong thing. I'm not saying that. But most of the time when you got a strict dad, most of the time, I'm not talking about a strict dad who in and out your life. I'm talking about a strict dad who's there from day one. Most of the time when you got a strict dad, you're going to respect that man no matter what, because he been there. You understand? And most of the time in my community, when you got a mother and a father in the house, most of the time the female run the house. She arguing him, she screaming at him. She just basically belittling them. So now, as time go, a lot of boys think that's okay. So when they get in a relationship, they get yelled and screamed at because they see your father get the same treatment. And women start doing that to their husbands. And this is why you push them in the way. And it's why most of our boys are how they are because of them situations. You understand? So back to the gun situation. So now with the amendment with us, we mess up our lives at a young age. Maybe some of us went through the foster care system. A high percentage of people, they start from foster care, then they go from Sparfit, then they go to Rikers Island, then they go up north, and then they go to the feds. You understand? Then after that, either you go back or you get killed. This is the pattern where they make in the black community. So you don't even know. Now, when a black kid do actually get a gun, he don't know how to shoot because you was never taught that. Your father couldn't teach you that because he was a felon. You understand? That's why y'all gotta really understand. Y'all know that even like if you go to different states, they taught that young. How to shoot, how to hunt. Like you go down south, different parts of down south. You know what I'm saying? They used to guns, they know how to shoot. You understand? I'm not saying that just because you go down south, they don't, like innocent people don't get shot. I'm not saying that. But when I'm explaining, you got a different mind frame and you got a different type of style when you know how to do certain things and when you taught at a young age. Y'all follow? If y'all want to add on, y'all can leave, you understand, certain things in the comment as far as in the black community. Now let's transition over to the white community. And this is throwing no shade at black, white. I fucks with everybody. So let's get that straight before people start talking bullshit. And I don't even care what you say or what you comment. I don't care about none of that shit. But I'm just throwing it out there for the idiots that do try to say, yo, you don't like black people. I like everybody. Now let's talk about the white community. If you look at like different states where it's okay, where you just might need an ID to bear arm, where it's a different population of Caucasian people, most of the times They teach their kids at 5 how to hold a firearm, or even maybe younger than that. They teach them about different parts of the firearm. They teach them how to hold a firearm. They teach them how to aim a firearm, because most of the time in them different states, sometimes their family might have been in the army. Most of the time their family must have been in law enforcement, and they just trickle it down. It's basically hereditary. As far as like when it comes to, like, you understand, maybe somebody was an ATF, say maybe somebody was DEA, maybe somebody was a federal agent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody was a sniper for the federal government. You know what I'm saying? This is in a white community. You understand? Because even y'all know, even in certain jobs they're gonna give to the black community, certain jobs they're gonna give to the white community. You understand? And it is what it is. Like I said, I love everybody. Whatever you gotta do to take care of your family, I salute you, man. All praise to the Most High. You understand? Anything you do in the right way to support your family, I'm all power and all praise to you. All praise to the Most High. So most of these kids young, they know how to shoot a firearm. They know how to break down a gun. You know what I'm saying? They know about their rights. You understand what I'm explaining? There's probably less police in that area, and I agree with y'all, because y'all probably thinking that, oh, well, they don't get stopped and frisked like us. That's true. You understand? But at the end of the day, they parents still teach them at a young age how to do certain things when it comes to firearms. They teach them about their rights. They teach them about, like, you understand what guns do. You understand? They teach them how to break them down, if I didn't say that already. They teach them how to aim a gun. They show them how to hold a gun when it's not being fired. You understand? So these kids learn this at 5. So from the ages 1 to 7, you like a sponge. Most of the kids, their whole personality is from the ages 1 to 7. Anything after that, it was from the ages 1 to 7. So when you're teaching these kids this young, they already got it embedded in their head, and they know. You understand? Because they being taught this young. So now, if you look in the black community, you see most people is a lot of innocent bystanders getting shot. It's people that's getting killed by mistake because they wasn't taught about firearms that young. And most of the time, when somebody in their family got caught with a firearm, the first thing in your mind, you thinking guns is bad. But it's not bad people with guns. It's bad people. Guns ain't bad. It's the bad people with the guns. And I heard that before. Somebody said that online before, and you know what I'm saying? Quote whoever said that. If y'all know who said that, just leave it in the comment. But salute to them. You understand? So when you look in the community, most of the time, them guys don't know how to hold. They don't even know how to hold a gun. They don't even know how to load a gun. So when they actually get a firearm, you understand, and start shooting, they shooting this way and the bullet going that way, or they shooting like this and they hitting the target that they after. They missed, and somebody else wound up paying the price just because they had a lack of knowledge of a firearm. So now, if you look at in the white community, in movies, even if you go on YouTube, you can look at 5-year-old girls, 7-year-old girls, 8-year-old girls. And they dads, or they most of the time they dads got them at the firing range, and they shooting targets, and they 10 for 10 at a target. So now, what they teach them, if a burglar come in his house, this is where my firearm is at. This is the code to my firearm. So now, a teen is more security besides the father. So now if the father's at work, and you come in the crib, that 8-year-old daughter know how to take your life. And in most states, I don't know exactly what state. Y'all can leave the comments. A lot of states got stand your ground law. So now, a 10-year-old, 8-year-old just murdered somebody because you just went in their house. Because her father was taught that. Now, you dead and the cops was called. And it's self-defense or whatever they want to call it. Or the stand your ground law. Y'all see how it work? Now, when you look on the other hand, if a burglar go into a black person's house, 9 out of 10 times, you understand, a high percentage of times, and it's not all black people, but some got felonies. So now, when you actually buy a house, you can't even get a firearm. You might could get a shotgun, or I don't know how it works. You understand? I don't know how it works when you got a felony as far as getting a gun license. You understand? I don't know if they give you a shotgun, but I doubt it. If you got a felony, I think they ban you from any kind of firearms when you have a felony. So now on the black person side, they buy a house. Now the black man is at work. A burglar come in the house. Now you don't even got a gun because you already messed up your life at 17 years old or 16 years old. You got a felony. So now you can't even protect your house. And even if you do, you didn't teach your son how to do it. Because if you did teach him, he don't even know how to hold a gun. You tell him don't touch my gun. You teach him these things. And at the end of the day is you hurting him at the end. So now somebody come in there with a knife, then what? Now everybody dead because you gave him lack of knowledge of a firearm. So a lot of y'all people, y'all got to teach y'all boys, you understand? And even in the city, wherever you at, teach your sons, even your daughters, about firearm safety and practice. You have to do that. Because they taking everything away from y'all, bro. And kids is they targeting kids right now. So a lot of y'all brothers and women too, instead of being on Facebook and doing shit, teach your kids how to really survive on their own, independently. Not dependently. You understand? Show them their rights, show them their amendments. So they can know have a little knowledge about something. And like I said, most black people fall through lack of knowledge. So I want y'all guys just to wake up a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with showing your kids about, you understand, firearm. Teach them about felonies so they don't mess up their life later on. That's the only way we gotta progress within. Everything gotta start within us before we can teach somebody else. And even with me, I'm learning every day. I learn from you guys. I learn from a lot of people. You understand? I love you guys, man. All praise to the Most High, man. But I'm learning every day. And I love all you guys, man. And I know a lot of y'all can teach me. And I want to learn from y'all too as well. If y'all got like information about things I didn't speak on, leave it under. You understand? Because I want to learn from y'all too as well. You know what I mean? Every great teacher was a student. I love being a student. I don't know what all I want to learn. You understand? And y'all going to help me with things that I don't know. So if it's things that I didn't speak on or elaborate on as far as the right to bear arms law, put it under the comment because I want to learn too. The only way we get better is we be each other crutch. You understand? So y'all got to teach your kids information on, you know, firearms so they know how to protect themselves. They know how they could save their lives later on where they could get a gun permit and they could be safe. You understand? Through this wicked world. Even though we don't live for this world, but what I'm telling you that is this. You got to prep your kids. You got to, your sons, your daughters, because when things get tragic, you don't got nothing to worry about. You know your son and your daughter can protect themselves. If somebody breaking and entering your house when you're not home, you feel comfortable because your daughter know how to protect the family. Or your son know how to protect the family. And that's what it's about in the black community. It's not throwing no shade. I love everybody. Black, white, Chinese, Arab, you name it. If you got a good heart, you connected with the Most High, I fucked with you. Everybody who's on here, you understand? Y'all could be anywhere in the world, man, but y'all here with me. So y'all can save the drama for your mama, man. Cause I ain't on that type of vibe, man. You know, God is good. Like I said, I'm straight up, man. Either I fuck with you or I don't, man. There ain't no such thing as no middle no more. That's what it is, man. Either I fuck with you or you don't. You like me or you don't. I don't even care, to tell you the truth. All praise to the Most High. I don't give a shit. If you don't like me, I'm glad. You understand? All praise to the Most High, man. I don't give a fuck. Not just how it is, man. All praise to the Most High. Peace and blessings. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, man. Share the video. Y'all got out my Patreon at Scrap Stay Woke. And like I said, I love you guys, man. Keep being amazing. Keep being great. Shout out to TMT. Shout out to Von Doom. Shout out to Black Ram. Shout out to everybody, man. Just giving that positive content to make us better men, man. And I love each and every one of you guys, man. I love y'all, man. And like I said, man, if y'all love me, let me get a peace and blessings in the comments, man. And I love you guys, man. Just keep being amazing, man. And like I said, man, all praise to the Most High, man. Without the Most High, I wouldn't be able to make these videos. And without the Most High, y'all wouldn't be able to watch them, man. Let me finish my apple, man. I love you guys, man. Peace and blessings, man.